Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic. Of course, you know me as the Mad Montreal Man. I'm also known as Joseph. And I know you're probably thinking, hey, wait, we just had episode 9 on Friday, and episode 11's coming this Friday. Did you make a mistake? No. Episode 10 is today because I was actually waiting for the news to come out of New York Toy Fair 2025. Now, I have to admit, like many other people, I was out there, I was kind of hoping for McFarlane Toys to announce that they got Marvel for 2026. So, no surprise, I was shocked to find out that, no, Mattel got DC. Still no word on Marvel, though, if Hasbro is going to get it or not. And a lot of people have been asking my opinion about it. What do I think? One of the groups I'm in on the FB pages, a lot of people are either going pro Mattel, pro McFarlane, and I have a bit of a conflicting view when it comes to this. Now, I am a DC Multiverse fan. As you can tell, I like buying the DC Multiverse toys made by McFarlane. I do. And there's a reason for that. Because I'm old enough to remember when Mattel used to make the movie toys, the Batman movie toys and stuff. They were not great quality. I know, there's a lot of nostalgia for older toys, like the older Motus. I mean, Mask is coming back. But I remember those old movie toys, and they weren't that great. Very limited articulation. Gimmicks that didn't make sense to me, like in the movies. And also, like, I think one of the last batch that Mattel did for DC, the proportions were wonky. They were just weird proportions. And then a lot of people go, well, they made more characters. Did they really? People complain that McFarlane does a lot of Batman stuff, but so did Mattel. Just saying. Now, I'm not going to panic and say, oh no more toy collecting. No, because McFarlane Toys is doing multiverse all the way until some point in 2026. I even watched an interview with Todd today where he was basically saying, we're not done yet. We're still in talks. We're still kind of like trying to figure some stuff out. Who knows? Maybe Mattel will subcontract to McFarlane Toys. I hope so. Another video I saw was of a former Mattel designer who was basically saying that a lot of the scrapped designs they did back then will be coming back. That has me worried. But at the same time, too, let me get into details as to why I wasn't a fan of Mattel back in those days. And for that, I remember seeing these toys, and I have a few somewhere kicking around in boxes. But I didn't like the way the proportions were. I didn't like the, the articulation was limited. Now, I didn't pull out anything specifically, but I will show you a couple toys. See this Batman? One of the things I didn't like about DC figures before McFarlane was, look at this. I've never liked that kind of joint. It just looks weird. There's like no articulation. It basically makes you highlight a certain part of their anatomy. I mean, these are nice little statues. I have a few of these, but the articulation's just not there. Not happy with them. Or, for example, the toys that came out that have this. Oh, look, focus here, focus there. To me, that is not a good design toy. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of went, I'm not into the DC action figures, even though, obviously, I'm a DC guy. So at the time, I had collected all the Cops figures because I liked this animated series. The Cop figures were fun. And I was like, I have nothing to collect. Okay, I did collect Battle Beasts. I still have them. Don't judge me. But then Mattel came out. Not Mattel, Hasbro. Or whatever. Actually, it wasn't Mattel or Hasbro that came out with this. There was a Spider-Man line. 6-inch Spider-Mans. They were really cool. That eventually became the Marvel Legends. And I started buying those. I used to have a massive collection of Marvel Legends. I still have a lot of them. But over time, I discovered two things about Marvel Legends I didn't like. One was, once again, you get that weird shaped torso. Okay? And as you can tell, after time, it just gets loose. The other thing is I never liked their ball joints or the lines on the hips they have for some characters. So eventually I stopped buying Marvel Legends because the quality, anyone knows the quality of Marvel Legends kind of went down. even though I have bought a few in the past year, but I just don't like that kind of crunch. And that's one of the things that worries me about Mattel taking over DC, is that we're going to get this kind of crunch. Are we going to get limited articulation? Are we going to get those weird proportions? Or are they going to focus mostly, big concern here, on the movie action figures? Yes, Warner Brothers and Mattel have a partnership. Yes, they're going to be plugging movie stuff up our wazoo, more so than McFarlane ever did. Yes, McFarlane has done action figures based on the movies, but we never got it shoved down our throat to the point that I know Mattel's done in the past. All that said, there's still some hope for Mattel. And the reason why I say that is because Mattel did do the He-Man Revelations. And guess what? Basically 7-inch figures, which I do like the scale, and they're not bad. There's some nice detailing on them. They're okay. They don't have that weird stomach, even though the women do seem a bit weird. You know what my only real problem with Mattel is they like doing this with He-Man. Hopefully they don't do this, but one of my pet peeves is the line. This line, because when you turn these, it doesn't look proper. So if Mattel decides to do 7-inch DC figures without these stupid lines, and actually follows more of a, maybe a Mafex style of doing articulation or McFarlane style, then there's some potential there. Because I do see some potential in 7-inch DCs made by Mattel if they kind of follow this pattern with some modifications. Like, we don't want to have these horrible lines in the hips, waist. We also want shoulder cuffs, because if anyone who has these figures know that it's okay, but, a little bit more detail would be nice. So I'm not totally against Mattel having DC, as long as they don't go back to the old bad ways of doing limit articulation, focusing on the crotch. I don't want that. We've been spoiled with McFarlane lately. Wired capes that are cloth, articulation that's really good. And I know people complain about, like Superman's hands are too big, and not every toy is going to be good. I mean, not to sound mean, back then people complained about the old He-Mans being limited articulation. They complained about the DC Mattel toys being, what the heck is this gimmick? They complained about them. And people are complaining about it now too. People complain about McFarlane toys. Some of the face paints aren't good, blah, blah, and so forth. Yeah, but look how many action figures from Mattel were not good. How many of them were actually, this is a great one to have. I can't really remember too many Mattel DC figures that were like, I have to have this. McFarlane toys, on the other hand, I have a list. And 32 strong right now and growing, because there's some that haven't been released yet in Canada. So I want multiverse toys. I like them. And if Mattel doesn't do a good job with DC, then so be it. I will keep buying McFarlane toys, because even though I'm not a fan of Spawn, I have some Spawn figures. And who knows, maybe he'll pick up other series. I mean, maybe he'll pick up stuff like Martial Law. Love to get an action figure of that. So for now, I'm going to keep collecting my DC Multiverse. I'm going to have hopes that McFarlane comes up with some kind of deal to keep doing maybe just the collector series, because that would be really cool if Mattel says, okay, we'll do the regular ones, you do the collector series. I would love to see that. We don't know yet. As McFarlane said in his own interview, they're still talking stuff out, which is nice. And who knows, maybe McFarlane toys will get Marvel Legends. I'll go broke that way too. But for now, it's just a matter of wait and see. I'm still going to be doing the show on the Pegs, not going anywhere this year. And that's my opinion on that. I'm not a happy camper that McFarlane Toys lost the DC license. I'm happy it's not Hasbro picked it up. And for the people who want to go back to 6-inch DCs, why? Why? Even He-Man at 7 inches is so much better than the DC lines. And yes, I have seen the footage of the He-Man Thundercats crossover. I kind of want those. I wasn't a fan of the He-Man cartoon or Thundercats, but those crossovers, they look good. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for my little commentary on that. Shane, who also requested this in a direct message to me, there's my answer. Not happy about McFarlane losing it. Still hopeful that somehow he'll maintain the collector series. Or, worst case, maybe he'll pick up other stuff. I would love to see McFarlane Toys do the Cops fighting crime in future time, done McFarlane style, like multiverse style. That'd be great. He can pick up other comic characters too. I'm not going to stop buying McFarlane Toys. As for Mattel, it's a wait and see to what they do. And I guess we should get to the regular show now. Well, we're only going to do 2 figures today because, well, let's be honest, it takes time to edit this. And I only have 1 day off really to do this, so hold on to your hats, boys and girls, because we're going to start off with Batman Noel. So once more, thanks to my very good friend, sometimes my only friend in the room, Dr. Scalpel, we're going to take him out. And I do know that there's a platinum chase of this thing. Apparently it's a signed version. That's not on my list. I don't need Todd's signature. I just want action figures. So let's take him out. Like the cloth cape. And we'll be back after I finish cutting all these little plastic things off. See you after the close-up. Okay, to begin with, I don't normally talk about the cards, but I love the art and like the fact that this is a #1 bestseller. It was based off the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol, and they actually say that on the card. And it's a really nice card, nice artwork. Would make a nice poster. And of course, Batman comes with 2 spare hands, the trigger finger, of course, and a left punching fist. Now, right off the bat, if you don't know the comic book, you would understand why in the close-up you saw that. You know, the binoculars, they're actually molded into the left hand, but who cares? I'll probably be swapping that out anyway. But let's take a look at them. Now, the detail is extremely well done. Just move the mic a bit here. I mean, I love the detail in the belt, especially the fact that the bat symbol is a different color. It's not a unicolor bat belt. It's detailed. And I admit, there's some limitation with the articulation because of the shoulder pads. I don't care. This is still way much better than that. And it's much better than that. I mean, this thing doesn't even have bendable elbows. So articulation-wise, I'm very satisfied. I like this. I like the fact that I can actually pose him in different ways. There's details. I mean, okay, I'm not crazy about this. We know I'm not crazy about the bases. But overall, this is a really good Batman. I like the detail in the face is super nice. I like it. It's not going to focus because it's focused on me. Wired capes. Yes. Definitely like the wired capes. I also like the fact that the wired cape actually comes forward this time. It's not just in the back. Good figure. I'm happy with it. I like it. I will be swapping the left hand for the other one, but for the close-up stare, and it's just a good Batman. This is something I'm going to be happy to put in my Batman collection. Now, it's not front of the shelf, nor is it back of the shelf. It's going to be somewhere in the middle range, just because it's not the most outstanding Batman I've ever had. And yes, I did see the stuff that's coming out of McFarlane. That Supergirl looks amazing. I am a bit irritated of the red label platinums. They're extremely hard to get here in Ottawa. I mean, Damage looks great. Kingdom Come Superman looks good. Oh, so the red label specials, I just hope that GameStop here gets them because they look really good. And I even want that giant final Batman suit. That looks awesome to me. And I don't know the store if that's from, but it still looks good. And thank you, McFarlane. James Gordon. Finally a James Gordon. Yes. Okay, but let's continue, shall we? We've had Batman. Great. I love the bat. Let me put the bat down. So I said we're only doing 2 figures today, but I figure because I've used Batman as an example, we're going to do Batman and Ace. Which one do I want? I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to decide which one I want to open. Okay, Ace looks basically the same. Okay, I'm going to do the Platinum for 2 reasons. One, as you know, I like driving mint and package people crazy. It's part of my fun. Oh, before I forget, Batman Noel, probably the nicest Batarang I've seen. I like this Batarang. Almost forgot to mention that. Great Batarang. But yeah, let's do. Oh God, I just wish it would be an articulated dog. But still, now we'll have like Crypto, regular, and Kryptonite. We got with Supergirl. We don't know what we're gonna get, but we do have with Power Girl, Stripey. I will never call him Stinky. Stinky was a misprint. I'm not gonna ever call him that, and it was a different cat. Know your comic book history. But no, let's and this is not the Batman Zur and all. This is just Batman in a weird costume from a comic book from way back when. Wait. Ah! Dr. Scalpel! Oh no! Dr. Scalpel surgery. Ooh, that's some strong Scotch tape there, Todd. You tore Dr. Scalpel's head off. But it's okay. Dr. Scalpel is a unique being. You can put his head back on. Ooh, but Dr. Scalpel doesn't want to get tight. There we go. Ha! Dr. Scalpel is saved. Let's continue. That is some really strong freaking concrete tape or something. I don't know what the hell that is. Probably seal a hole of a water tank with that Scotch tape. Alright, let's take him out. Alright, usual. Okay. Back after I get all the other stuff taken off. See you soon. Oh yeah, of course, we'll put a close-up in. Man, the back of the card's not joking. 1950s was a time of change for Batman. Yeah, very weird Batman stories back in the 50s. I've read a few over the years. Definitely not my cup of tea when it comes to Batman stuff. But let's take a look at him. You saw in the close-up. Wired cape. Purple wired cape. Very Joker color. Just saying. Very Joker color. You have to admit, man, these colors are bright. They pop. Definitely Adam West vibes. Boom, 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 boom. Pow, what's that? You know. Sculpt, it's a reused body buck. We've seen it. I don't care. It's still a cool Batman figure. I do like the kind of smirk in his smile. The bat symbol's kind of funny. It's a good looking bat figure. However, that said, warm him up. It seems every now and then we get a figure that has the ankle joints just kind of weirdly twisted, and you gotta warm it up. If not, you feel like you're gonna snap it off. And before I forget, of course, he comes with spare hands and that super sticky Scotch tape. And of course, a very simple Batarang. I'm not too crazy about it, but whatever. No. Let's dwell into. Let me just put these down for a second. Don't mean to turn my back to you, because I like you guys. You're my fans, my friends. That's really sticky Scotch tape. But no, let's take a look at them. It's really nice to see. I get the feeling there's going to be more of these sort of retro Batmans. I mean, we already got the Adam West and the variant in black and white. We got that orange one coming and the purple one coming. Won't surprise me if we get, if you remember that cover, a green one, a pink one. It'll all be the same thing. Will I collect all of them? Okay, editor's right. I probably will if I can see them. I'm not going to hunt for them, though, but no. Really, really nice edition, especially if you're doing like a 70s or retro shelf. I think I'm going to put him with my first appearance, Mr. Freeze, that glow-in-the-dark one. It's kind of the same colors. But let's be honest. No one really bought that action figure for him. Everyone wanted Ace. Oh, you're a good boy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that puppy. I mean, there's no articulation. It's just a dog sculpt. I mean, you could probably go to one of those kid toy stores and get a dog sculpt and then just change it. But I do like the fact that we have Ace. I mean, it would be kind of cool if we got Bat Cow. What? You don't know Bat Cow? Come on, Bat Cow. It'd be kind of cool if we got Bat Cow. The one action figure I'm surprised they haven't done yet, if you remember the Robin's pet, sort of like giant teddy bear, that'd be a cool one to get too. But no, I'm happy I got him. It's a nice little addition to the collection. A fun one, of course. Can't take this one too seriously though, but it is nice to have. It's nice to have. And that's pretty much it for the show. Don't forget, tune in Friday for the regular, which will be episode 11. And the following Friday, I don't know yet. We might not do a DC show. Why? Because I've got Street Fighter figures to do. Yep, I picked up. I know you're saying I wasn't crazy about them, but I picked them up. Okay? I got a whole bunch of Street Fighters to do. I still have to do Commander Steel and the Batman Beyond. I got Frost Edition Deathstroke, Frost Edition Nightwing I haven't done yet. So I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Or maybe it won't be me. Maybe it'll be one of our guest hosts coming back. So episode 12, no plans yet. But that's it. That's it for the show. Special midweek show, episode 10, tossing it in. And we'll see. McFarlane, I hope you still somehow can keep doing the collector series in 2026 and beyond. Mattel, I hope when you finally start doing DC, you prove on what McFarlane did. That's what I can hope for. And that's it. Hope you guys hit like. Hope you subscribe. I hope you share. It'd be nice. And who knows? Maybe next year I'll have to change the wall to something else. I don't know. Maybe McFarlane will pick up another series that I want. It'd be kind of cool. I do think it'd be really cool if McFarlane could get the cops. Fighting crime in a future time. Do those figures in the multiverse style and maybe make some new figures. I'm a toyholic. Okay? I just like my toys. I want good quality toys. I don't want toys that just have no articulation. I want to be able to pose them. I want to have fun with them. And it's one of the things that I do to stay healthy. Yeah, and of course, when you get when you get a good puppy is a good way to stay happy. And looking forward, I know it's upsetting to a lot of people. However, you still gotta stay positive because we still have all of 2025 and a part of 2026 to keep getting DC Multiverse. And I have to admit, I'm looking forward to getting a Hawkwoman. But will there be a Platwoman? Will there be a Platwoman? Will there be a Platinum of Hawkwoman? I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if they did the Tim Truman Hawkwoman as the Platinum Chase. I can dream, can't I? Oh, and to answer one question, I saw a person ask, isn't that Atom Smasher? Damage is the name that the original Atom's son took eventually. So, clarify that. Obviously, I read too much comic books, and that's it. I hope you guys have a good couple days until Friday, and we'll see you then on Friday. And by the way, let the punishment fit the crime. And the crime this time is not hitting like or subscribe. So, no, you guys have a good couple days. We'll see you on Friday. Okay, I felt bad about only doing 2 action figures, so this is something I picked up at GameStop for $5 on one of their Friday sales. It's another statue thing. This is Marin Hawk from something Freedom. I don't know the anime, but hey, I figured $5. Why not? Okay, and this will be a fast one, just to, an after the credits bonus for you, okay? Okay, I like you. I love you. I'm going to have to look up this anime because I don't know it. But, it's either that or ooh, okay. Interesting. A clear base. Haven't seen that in any of the statues I bought. That is actually a pretty thick base. I'm kind of impressed with that. Now, one of the reasons why I also don't like collecting these, apart from the fact they're not posable, is, I know this may sound weird. I find a lot of these things are kind of on the pervy side. But, yeah. And no, I won't be doing a close-up of this. Or will I? No, it's this one's not interesting. But I do admit that base really holds it well. But then again, it's sculpted. And there she is. Okay, I'll put in a close-up. Okay, I don't normally talk when I'm doing a close-up shot, but I felt really stupid when I looked up the character. I didn't recognize the name Marilyn Hawk, but this is from Gundam. And as soon as I looked up the character, I'm like, oh, I know who this is now. Well, not the best version of her, but still, not bad to have. Now, you saw in the close-up, a nice little short, quick close-up. It's detailed, very anime-style eyes. The funny thing is, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, where's the Star Trek emblem? It makes me think, old Captain Kirk Star Trek. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, for $5, whatever, it happens. I'm a toyholic. I figured, why not pick it up? Nice little extra thing, and who knows, maybe one day I'll do something with them. That's a hint, Nika. You'll be getting a whole bunch of these statues before I die, because I don't want them. And we'll buy more of these statues. If they're $5, yeah, I don't mind picking them up for $5. Or if you actually know the anime and you would love to have this in your collection, message me. I don't mind. I don't mind parting with this. It's one of those things. And a little bit of a warning out there. Be wary of people selling stuff through groups. I recently got scammed out of $70. I'm in a group who likes collecting DC action figures, and this person, I mentioned that I couldn't get Geoforce here in Canada. I had one person message me right off the bat. I knew it was a scammer. He had nothing on Facebook. Ignored him. Another person messaged me, checked his Facebook. He had a Facebook pictures. It went back for a while. I'm like, okay. I messaged him back, came up with an agreement, and, sent him the $70 last Friday. And funny thing is, Sunday, his Facebook account is gone, ghosted. I did some research. It was a scammer, and I'm out $70. So be careful out there. I have bought stuff off Facebook Marketplace before, and that thing I do trust more than just someone messaging me. Even though I must admit, someone else messaged me from that group, and I will be getting GeoForce, the Platinum, which I won't open because I'm only going to have one. And this is someone who was from Montreal like I am. We actually talked on the phone. We have people in common, so that's not too bad. So, John, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to having more conversations with you, and, of course, looking forward to that GeoForce. But if you are in the United States and you're someone like my buddy Shane that I could trust, let me know, because I would like to make the sort of same arrangement I have with Shane where I pick up stuff that he can't get and vice versa, or just someone who's willing to pick stuff up for me that I can't get here, and we'll, like, you know, pay the shipping, pay the retail cost, and so forth. But be careful out there, folks, for scammers. I work in security, and I got scammed because this guy had it set up so well that it looked legit. I only figured out it was a scam when his Facebook page was gone completely, and then I did some digging. So be careful of being in groups like that, because you will get scammed occasionally. I did. First time in my life, actually, I got scammed. It's a weird feeling. It's a life lesson. It is. But yeah, it kind of sucks, because I was looking forward to getting the regular GeoForce. I'm only going to get the Platinum. So if you're out there and you have GeoForce and you're not a scammer, message me as well, but message me here, and maybe we'll have a video call to make sure things legit. But until then, true believers, DC Toyholics, other Toyholics, and Shane, I haven't forgotten, your request for gargoyles is coming. I only have 4 more to do. There's more to collect. I knew one day when I can afford them, but that'll come too. And episode 11 Friday, episode 12 next week on a Friday as usual. Don't know what it's going to be. It might be Street Fighter, it might be something else, it might not even be me. Who knows? So this is me finally saying have a good couple days, and we'll see you Friday. We're back! No, we're not. Just having a bit of fun. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching the show. I do appreciate it. And, you know, take care of yourselves. Yeah! Going away. I know you guys want bloopers. I don't always have bloopers. I just look like a blooper. And on that note, final goodbye for today.